Welcome to Athlete Actually, the women's sports podcast where we ask the questions athletes actually want to answer. I'm Elizabeth Montavon, a professional water skier and marketing strategist, and this show is produced by Parity, a women's sports marketing and sponsorship consultancy. Athlete Actually started with a simple idea. When people hear the word athlete, they picture a certain type of person, a certain look, a certain story, a certain stereotype. That's especially true for women. But through our work at Parity, it's become clear that there is no single version of an athlete. I'm Elizabeth Montavon, a 9-time national champion water skier and marketing strategist at Parity, where we work with over 1,500 professional women athletes across more than 85 sports. What we've seen again and again is that their stories are almost never what people expect. Yes, there are real challenges around funding, pressure, and what it takes to compete at the highest level. But there's also ambition, creativity, leadership, and entirely new ways of building careers in sport. And yet, most of these stories get reduced to a headline or a highlight reel. So we kept coming back to a simple idea: Athlete Actually. Because so often women in sports are constantly having to clarify that identity. Actually, I'm more than the stereotype you might have in your head. Actually, my story is more complicated than you think. Actually, there isn't just one way to be a woman competing in sport. On Athlete Actually, I sit down with professional women athletes for conversations that go beyond the press conference about identity, ambition, and what it takes to compete. Every episode starts with one prompt. Tell me the story no one has ever asked you about. You'll hear from athletes across dozens of sports, and every conversation is a reminder that there is no default woman athlete. This is Athlete Actually. Thanks for listening to Athlete Actually. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow, rate, and share with someone who should be part of the conversation. To learn more about how brands are partnering with pro women athletes, visit paritynow.com.